Hi, welcome to Tarda's Kitchen. I'm your friend Mansi, and today I'm going to show you a very famous Indian sweet which is famous all over North India, and that is Besan Laddu. First we'll keep a deep pan to heat and we'll add the ghee. Keep it on a medium flame. Now remember, for Besan Laddu, the measurements are very important. I've taken 1 cup of soft ghee, which you melt is approximately 1 cup itself. And now, once the ghee has melted, I'll add the besan, that is the Bengal gram flour. The besan laddus that you get in the mithai shops are made using coarsely ground besan flour, but sometimes you do not have that at home, so you can use the normal besan, and that's what I'm using over here. And mix it properly so that the ghee and the besan have mixed nicely. And it's very important to keep the flame on medium. This is how the besan is going to look, a bit crumbly. Make sure you're taking a deep pan, because if you're making it in such a huge quantity, there are chances that the flour will just spill out everywhere. Use a spatula and keep pressing it like this and mixing. This is going to take some time, but believe me guys, it's worth the effort. We are going to cook this till it is a bit light brown in color, and you'll come to know that the flour is cooked when you'll start getting an aroma in the kitchen. And you have to keep stirring it continuously. One thing is very important over here, the measurements is very important. I used 1:4 ratio. I've taken 1 cup of melted ghee or soft ghee, and in that I've added 4 cups of besan. And if the proportions are less, if suppose the besan is less, then what will happen is the laddus will not form into round shapes and they will flatten out. And just mix it from all the sides, because if you keep mixing it from one side, then the other side is going to start burning. Remember, in the beginning you had seen big crumbles, but now you can see small crumbles. This means that the ghee and besan have started getting cooked and combined well together. I cannot tell you what an amazing smell I'm getting here in the kitchen. This is the sign that the besan is getting cooked, but we want it more cooked because, as you know, the laddus are slightly brown in color and we want that color to come. Have some patience and keep stirring it continuously. You can see the color has changed now. It just requires 1 more minute of mixing. In all, I've cooked this on medium flame for about 12 minutes, and now just cook it for 1 more minute, so total of 13 minutes. I'll switch off the flame. After switching off the flame, just keep mixing it so that it doesn't burn from below, as the pan is still hot. So this is done now. We'll remove it in a broad plate. Just spread it out evenly, and we want this to cool. Keep this aside to cool completely for about 1 hour, or it might take even some more time. And once it's done, we'll add the sugar. It's been 1 hour now, and you can see this is completely cooled down. And now the best part, adding the sweetness, that is sugar. We'll add the powdered sugar to this. You must be thinking this is a lot of sugar, but believe me, if you add less sugar, you are not going to like the taste of the laddus. We'll add the coarsely ground almonds and some cardamom powder. And now just dig in and mix all this nicely so that everything is combined well. Just keep mixing it like this. It's very important, otherwise the sugar will not mix properly with the besan and there will be lumps of sugar remaining. It's going to take some time, but believe me, it's totally worth the effort. Now here you have to put a lot of effort. You have to keep mixing this mixture like this with your hands so that it gets crumbly like this. The reason why we are doing this is that the ghee and the besan and the sugar get mixed very well and properly, and that makes it easy to shape them into laddus. Now the mixture is evenly mixed well. Now take a portion and start rolling it in your hands like this. And you have to keep doing this until you start getting a smooth texture on the top. What will happen is that the ghee will start shining on top of the laddu. You can see it has started smoothing out. Just keep doing it a little bit more. So have some patience and roll all the laddus like this. Bring in your kids and your family members and make them sit and roll the laddus like this. And like this, we'll start rolling the remaining laddus. So here goes the last laddu. Oh God, this was such an effort, but totally worth it. And do you know what? I've tried this recipe in our kitchen 7 times and this is the 8th time and it's a total success. So it's going to be very easy for you. Follow the exact recipe and you're going to come out with the best besan laddus. Just keep this on the side and finally garnish it with almond slivers. So finally the besan laddus are ready. You can store it for 15 days and enjoy it whenever you wish to.
Download the Tarla Dalal app on your Apple and Android devices. Follow us on the Facebook and tarladalal.com. If you enjoy our recipes, click like. To see more of my recipes, click here. Please share your comments. I would love to hear them. I'm waiting for them.